on Mass Effect. And see, now you can't say I didn't say anything, because you just weren't fucking paying attention. Now, see, I said everything. I honestly don't even know why I bother posting to the Discord. People fucking... I get complaints when I don't post to the Discord, but no one uses the damn Discord to actually find my streams anyway. They're just on fucking Twitch, and they see that I go live because Twitch sends a fucking notification to everyone who follows and subscribes. And they're like, oh, I guess Sac's fucking live. I guess I'll fucking check that shit out. So I don't even know why I bother with half this fucking shit. But, you know, there we go. It's fucking there. Sometimes I have fucking conversation, but like... But that's like the thing, you know, the Discord is where I have fucking, I'll talk to fucking people, and I'll fucking, I'll post when there's like non-Twitch content, but you know what I never fucking do on that damn Discord is like, no one ever learns I'm live from the fucking Discord. And yet, I still hear complaints when I don't post that I'm live on the Discord. They'll be like, what? You didn't post your live on the Discord? But, like, why do you fucking care? Why you fucking care? You know goddamn well that I threw a grenade there. That, hey, MacTier, I'm just bitching about nothing. What's up with you? You know goddamn well you're not finding out I'm live from the fucking Discord, so why complain about it? Alright, I'm done. That was it. That was the whole rant. What the fuck was I doing in this game? I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. What was I doing? Citadel deletes fears. Okay, you gotta talk to Corbin, gotta find the keepers. Oh, it actually tells me how many fucking keepers I have. Oh my god. I seem to remember that this fucking comes up every time I play this fucking game, where I'm like, how many keepers? And then I look at my journal, because why would you ever look at your journal in fucking Mass Effect? And I look at my journal, and I see the fucking number, and I'm always like, yeah! Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, well, I'll have to do that. Strange transmission... don't need to fucking deal with any of that. So that's all bullshit I don't need to care about. Anyway. Can I just mark all... Oh, God, that is fucking beautiful. Look at that. Mark all entries viewed. Look at that. What a good decision the UI has. What were we playing recently that didn't fucking have that? It's been years since I played this one. Honestly, it's been a while for me, too.
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship.
Had a pretty decent time last time we played, though.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Let's see. What do I do here? I have a full list of things I need to actually accomplish. Yes. You may have a moment of my time, Emily Wong.
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
You gotta have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. I've read your file. If anyone is going to uncover corruption here, it's the hero of the Skillian Blitz.
Let's see.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here on the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
How do you know that my investigation is gonna uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
You know, that's actually a fair point. Like, why would a, like, war hero slash, like, top-tier special forces badass be doing an investigation if it wasn't something important?
No promises, but if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Okay.
I'm a real fan of crowds.
Alright, okay, so, good I don't have Rex in my party, because Rex will just fucking shoot fist if you keep him in your party. What you want Santa to bring you? I don't fucking know. I don't even think I need anything. Last year, I think I said socks, and I've purchased socks since then. So, I don't know. Something I want that I don't know I want.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter. Pharaohs? Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from.
Is this fucking Volus goddamn psychic?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cool.
So what do you want Santa to bring you?
I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own private suppliers.
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter.
How about a turn-based Yakuza RPG?
Colonize it, but they are.
Oh yeah, when is that coming out?
I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time. Well, I'm sure he's fine.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Oof. Yeah, this is, money I don't have. Elkos Combine License. Buy it. Okay, gotta mark that shit down. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's somewhere in this. 30 doses of peace and quiet in your house. Oof. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, purchase Elkos Combine License. Mission accomplished, everyone. You're not sure when it comes out? I don't know. I recently saw, like, 03/31/2020 is... Fuck yeah, Conrad Werner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet
Is, when Persona 5 Royal comes out, and I'm fucking excited about that. What do I do with his guy again? I don't remember. 30 days. Oh, okay. I thought you meant... I thought it was 30 doses. Ba, ba, ba. I have some notes on this. What do I do here? Save Kirihi. Ba, ba, ba. Complete Conrad Werner's quests and have him go home. Hello.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I think it was like 40.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
I guess.
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
I never get this fucking drink. You go back to Earth and goddamn Mass Effect 3, and I don't think fucking Conrad Werner buys you a goddamn drink, does he? I mean, you could argue, but Sack, the planet's on fire in that scene. And, yeah, sure, but that's no fucking excuse. He owes me a damn drink. Oh yeah, I forgot how exactly... I remember consciously being worried about making everyone but myself fucking puke. I forget the proper way to avoid this. I think it was slow, controlled movements, and not hitting the sprint button unless I'm going in a straight line. Because people get real fucking queasy. Anyway, so we're kind of going, like, in between Paragon and Renegade for this playthrough. I know you kind of missed the first episodes. It's like, my number one goal is to recruit and keep alive all of my teammates up until Mass Effect 3, to the best of my ability. And goal number 2, as high war assets in ME3 as possible, and then I'm role-playing as like a strictly business kind of super soldier.
Hello there.
Well, maybe not
Norland's
strictly
famous
business,
shop.
but
You want many good supplies, yes?
I do.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Why is he talking like that? Don't we have universal translators? Elos risk control license. Don't mind if I do. And goodbye. Oh wait, I should put that gun up. Okay, that's it. That fucking does it. That fucking does it. Grenade. Anything other than fucking R. Q? Q. Grenade is now Q. Holster weapon is now R. The number of grenades I have wasted by chucking at fucking walls while trying to put my gun up is fucking absurd at this point. There we go.
Hello there. Welcome to Norland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
Yes, I do.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think.
Yep, I don't need anything. Okay. Isn't Shorbin somewhere down here? If I remember right, I lost to everyone in the final mission except the black guy and the fast-talking alien. Oh, in Mass Effect 2, you did? During Suicide Mission? By fast-talking alien, do you mean, he's a Solarian? Like Morden? Or are you talking about Tally? I'm really fucking upset about Jacob, I think his name is.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorbin.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2,
I'm not
yeah.
sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Jalid told
Do you live?
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
No, but you're gonna tell me everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still
I just want to be clear that we should probably be using the Citadel instead of as a galactic center as a fucking research space. Like an archaeologist place? Yeah, that was Morden then, 'cause he was a Solarian. Because Tally also talks fast, so I wasn't sure which one. Wow, you lost a lot of people.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings.
Wait, did you not upgrade your ship all the way?
Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jaleed already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me...
Because you lose a lot of people if you don't upgrade your
You
ship.
stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
You can't remember? Yeah.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jaleed. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jaleed won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Yeah, because I know if you... assuming you recruit everyone, you lose... There's 3 major ship upgrades that you have to acquire. And you lose 1 person for each ship upgrade you don't have. And then if you don't have the right people assigned to the right job during the suicide mission, you lose those people too. Like, I believe, for example, Miranda can be used to create a biotic barrier, but if you use... Because I'm pretty sure Miranda's biotic. But if you use her to create a biotic barrier, she's not strong enough, and she ends up fucking dying. Or someone else ends up dying. And there's, like, other characters who are, like, half biotics, but if you have, say, Samara Morinth, I think you can use Morinth. I guess I already scanned this keeper. Or Jack. Jack's the big one. Jack is ideal for keeping that barrier open. Then you don't lose anyone in that scenario. So you not only have to fully upgrade your ship, you have to assign the right people to the right tasks during it. And if you perform, I think, any missions after they get collected, your team, in Act 2, you just start fucking, like... I think if you perform even a single mission after the collection, your whole crew just dies. Oh. Well, shit on my dick. Okay. You think you use the Asari chick. So that's probably either Samara or Morinth. I thought they could hand the barrier. Maybe they can't. That was really weird. It just fucking crashed out of nowhere. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? It just loaded me right back here? Look, I've even talked to Short. What the fuck happened? I don't know why that crashed. Okay. That was really weird. I would create a crash counter. I think she survived that part, but I lost Grunt. Okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I remember succeeding the first time. But then when I replayed the game, I literally didn't even know you could lose people. Because the first time I played the game, I did it perfectly, but I chose different options the second time. And I started losing people, and I was like, wait, what the fuck happened? And so I looked it up, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you don't put the right people in the right place, they'll fucking die. And I'll be like, oof, alright, didn't know that.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I was on Mindwar during the Blitz, saw you on the vids when you got your medal. You saved the whole colony.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Do you know a C-Sec officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, CSEC gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around.
One thing that I really appreciate about Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 are Renegade and Paragon interrupts. I like the idea of, like, there, even if it's just, like, certain scripted segments, of there being the ability to cut off a dialogue, and just, like, do some shit during it. You know? Because usually in RPGs, dialogue is, like, kind of cyclical. Like, they say something, you say something, then they say something, then you say something. I like the idea that you can just be like, nah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I think a better way to do it might act, because I was thinking of like having the Renegade Paragon like triggers on the screen or something like they do in Mass Effect, but then I think like a text box that pops up that's like sort of opaque. I think I've seen something like this happen before that gives you an option and explains what you're gonna do would be preferable. F6.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Gonna need you to move, Ash.
Think we're good, Commander.
That's so much better as the R key. Why would they ever make R grenade? But yeah, I think having like a dialogue box pop up so that you can fully oh, you can't just leave the room. Pop up so that you can see what your interrupt does would be the better way to do it.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Glad I could help.
Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They worked for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Just like Rex told us, Commander.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation.
That's so offensive. You imagine if we weren't aliens? Like, what if, like, Garrus was, like, a black guy? You know, and Shepard's like, you're a black guy. Why do you want to bring down a fellow black man? Like, that's so fucking racist.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
Oh, I'll hit him so hard. Alright, we're gonna bring Garrus. And we're gonna bring... No, wait. We're gonna bring Ashley. And we're gonna bring... Garrus? No. Caden. No. Garrus again. Ugh. You know, I think our party is going to end up being myself, Ashley, and, Wait, Rex is biotic? I didn't know that. I did not know Rex was biotic. Myself, Ashley, and Tally. So that way we can make a queen sweep. I think we're going to bring Garrus. We can't bring Rex, because Rex will kill Fisk. So I usually save Caden and kill Ashley at the midpoint. I'm gonna save Ashley this time just to find out what happens.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from Fist's thugs, Commander. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too. Now, was there anything you needed?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Let's see. Nothing. I am broke as shit. View of Nebula. You know what's a other really cool thing is in... I am missing exactly one fucking keeper. In Deus Ex Human Revolution, you see exactly what you're going to say. Actually, you see exactly what you're going to say in fucking All Out also. The good ones. The good Fallouts, you see exactly what you're going to say. So, what you could do is you could have one of those, like, Fallout dialogue boxes. I know they're ugly and take up half the screen, but at least you don't end up saying something you're going to fucking regret. And then you could have, like, interrupt options create, like, flashes on the screen that you can, like, quickly click, but also it'll say exactly what you're gonna do. So you can not do it if you read it and you're like, oh, that sounds stupid, but it's still, like, timed because it's an interrupt option. That would be the way to do it. Also, I really like the idea of giving the character... Is this something games have started doing more? Giving the character a pre-assigned, like, last name, or giving them, like, a title that everyone just refers to them instead of their fucking name. And this is sort of become, like, a thing ever since games have started to be more, like, fully voiced, now that that's a more common thing that happens. So even, like, in RPGs, they can still refer to your character as that thing without having to worry. Instead of, like, the classic, hey, you!
Take cover! Hold the line! I'm on it! I'm on it!
I forgot you could take cover.
All clear, Commander.
I wish I had a bigger fucking desk, if I'm being honest with you right now.
CSEC always turned a blind eye to what went on in here. I think Fist was paying someone off.
Stop right there! Don't come any closer!
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back, or we'll shoot.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
Screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
I like how they walk off,
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
like, left and right, and then nothing fucking happens. Like, they walk into nothing, and they're just gone. It's hilarious. Begin manual override. I'll take whatever this is. I'll take it. You might be asking why I'm not changing my equipment. And the answer is there's really no point until you can get the ship and make sure everyone's max equipped. Garrus, you are getting killed. God, Biotic sucks so hard in the first game.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Tell me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's lying.
Let me see what I have to do with Fist. Okay. I just have to spare him.
Put around in his legs, see if he talks.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Impossible. The Shadow Broker only works through his agents.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker. Ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location, now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Am I supposed to just forget your part in all this?
Hey, I came clean. I told you about the meeting. Besides, I've got my own problems now. The Shadow Broker wants me dead. I have to disappear.
This is Mass Effect 1.
I'm a ghost.
You're not my concern.
Don't worry, you'll never see
We
me
will.
again.
I have to play 1, 2, and 3 though. So we will do 2. But I intend to go all the way through the series. Not Andromeda though. Okay, so we have 4 minutes to get to Tally, who apparently Twitch is saying 2. That might have been my fuck up. No, it says Mass Effect. Yeah, it's just Mass Effect. Yeah. No, I have it right. Yeah, Mass Effect. It says Stream 2.
I smell trouble. Enemy is everywhere! Shepard's been hit! Hold the line!
Did I win?
Perimeter clear.
Yeah, I figured it was probably Stream 2. Yeah, this is Mass Effect. If this was Mass Effect 2 and I was a pure Biotic, I'd be ripping these people apart. Because unfortunately, Biotics suck in the first game. You haven't played 1, just 2 and 3? They're all good in their own way. Personally, I'm more of a fantasy person myself, but I always thought that, strangely enough, despite both being BioWare and being, like, similar, Mass Effect was, like, better than Dragon Age. Not that I don't have, like, Dragon Age is okay, but it's not Mass Effect good. Did you save import from Mass Effect 2? Because you said you finished Mass Effect 2, but you got everyone killed. I can't fucking move. There we go.
Just set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate
Tally. Tally's fucking great.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. I want to see this.
What is this music that is playing? Okay, so we have a terrible...
Not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how...
Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information.
I don't think I did. I played on 360. You can do a save import on 360.
Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss.
But you can also choose not to.
Talizora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you...
I actually played on 360 the first time. This is my first like full playthrough on PC.
Passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people.
That means you got Tally killed, though, during the suicide mission, which sucks. Tally's the fucking best.
The stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
This is literally the worst time to be asking these questions.
Like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than...
You don't think I saw that option? Oh, yeah, it's definitely there. That's like the whole thing about like Mass Effect and Dragon Age specifically, is that you can import your save data into the new games, and it'll like carry over all of the choices that you made in the previous games, which is why we're doing 1, 2, and then 3, so that all of the choices we're making now carry into the third game.
What kind of evidence did you find? How'd you get it?
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious.
Although I had an issue when I tried to import my Mass Effect 1 data into Mass Effect 2, is that for whatever reason it didn't keep my, like, character, and I had to completely remake myself.
Memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit.
It's been like 6 or 7 years since I played those games. Well, hey, at least I'm doing it now. So you can get the full Mass Effect story the right way. By Jane Shepard.
Wait, there's more.
Psychicking her way through bullshit.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reaper.
Tally, why didn't you play the clip in its entirety the first time?
I recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I
feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah, it was the literal term you use to describe them.
Race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life, and they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
This is a lot to handle. They might just ignore everything we tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The captain's right. We need to present this to the council right away.
What about her, the Quarian?
Yo!
My name is Tom.
Welcome, maid.
You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
Fuck Twitch.
The
Why?
pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Fuck yeah, best girl.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
So nothing would load, and when I tried to fix it, I got locked out of your account until I updated. Oh, that sucks. Alright, we are going to bring with us Tally and Ashley. And that's our squad. Put up your gun. I hate it when that happens.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
This place is a little too...
Have I seen the RE3 remake? It looks terrible. I have heard they are making it. I have not seen it. They already have footage. That's fucking crazy. Oh, just a picture. Oh, okay. I was like, that game got announced, like, a month ago? No wonder it looks terrible.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion.
Well, it's probably just... It might just be test footage. They might not keep it.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait, the 212? Your wife was serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation.
Oh.
The military has refused my request.
Spare fist on Citadel. Mission accomplished? Look, here's the question. Is there an image of Jill? Convince Shamish Bhatia to let Alliance test body on Citadel. Yes, sir, Mr. Guide I wrote myself in my own handwriting.
Did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves. Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with
Not
Mr.
yet.
Bosker?
I'll be
Thank
back
you,
when I...
Commander.
Alright, so if I remember, there is exactly one... There's one keeper I'm missing. I need to save the game. Alright. I'm gonna warn you right now, it might crash whenever I do it. Oh, that actually looks cool. That's definitely a 2D image, though. I think. It looks 2D. Oh, no. Oh, that's not the Jill outfit I wanted. You fucking cowards. They know what they did. What the fuck? I don't even know how that happened. So, okay, so here's the one problem, is we have to find the singular keeper I somehow missed. I've got the 2 worst dungeons left, the Diet Building and Mementos. Mementos is definitely the worst dungeon. I don't think the Diet Building's that bad, though.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keep. Welcome. For your convenience, this terminal is programmed...
I'd like to know more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
We should know this before we decided to move all of galactic civilization here.
Using Avina. Have a pleasant day. Please do not...
Okay, so the problem is I don't actually know which key. I'm missing only one, and I don't know which one. Also, my tablet's not loading, which is a real pain in my dick. Hey! Oh, God. Is it slowly draining energy?
Look on the council's face. When they see evidence, they can't just ignore.
If the evidence is worth trying to kill me for, I hope it is sufficient to motivate the council.
I have to use my phone. I think my fucking tablet's dead. What's the point of a goddamn tablet if you can't use it to quickly look up what keeper you're missing in Mass Effect? Actually, that brings up an amazing fucking question. Because, is that diegetic sound? And if that's diegetic sound, here's the fucking best part. We know that... No spoilers if you know who built the fucking Citadel. If you know who built the Citadel, I don't want to spoil it, but if you know who built the Citadel, I want you to imagine them willfully making the decision to include elevator music. And of all the elevator music they could have made, that was what they settled on. Oh my god! Holy shit, I never even thought of the elevator music. Oh, that's fucking retarded. That's the dumbest thing in this entire fucking franchise. Why is there elevator music? Okay.
I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
Alright, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay again. Holy shit. Holy shit, I've never even thought about that before.
No, I just want
Oh, thank you, babe. Thank you. I do want to make one correction, though. It's not intergalactic elevator music, because we don't have the technology to get out of the galaxy. It's just galactic elevator music.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
It's supposed to be almost impossible to actually leave the Milky Way. Like, it might be possible, but the technology we currently use would make it incredibly hard. Apparently they figured that out in Mass Effect Andromeda, though, which takes place after, I think, the first game, but before the second. I'm not sure.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari.
I know this.
The final stage of their lives.
We know this.
Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit.
Now, again, when I first played this game, I was like, man, fuck the Council. They're just stupid. And, like, looking back over this game as an adult, it would be fucking insane. Like, listen to us. We're saying to these fucking people, like, we're talking to a group of fucking alien diplomats, and we're like, okay, I know you don't know who I am, but one of your top agents is a fucking traitor. And they went all the way into into the boonies and murdered another agent while that agent was giving me an evaluation. I wouldn't fucking listen to that. And then we come back and we prove that he's a fucking traitor, and we write, and they're like, okay, we'll acknowledge that. It sounded crazy, but I guess you're right. But then we're like, okay, not only is he a traitor, though, but a group of robots thinks that he is the prophet that will bring back their alien robot gods. Who would listen to that? That sounds fucking crazy. Like, as an adult, I look back at what we're telling these fucking alien diplomats, and I can't blame them for being like, what the fuck, what are you talking about? You sound like a lunatic. Because we sound like a lunatic.
"50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again."
And what's our evidence to support all of this? We had a dream.
Has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region. Keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen.
Oh yeah, what'd you say?
Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander.
Oh!
This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the CSEC Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I imagine the implication is that Haru is excluded from this.
I thought the Ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Okay, Spectre, training, charm, and intimidation options are now unlocked. So, we're going to go to our squad here. We have 6 points. 2. 1, 2. Hell yeah. Now we have max charm and max intimidate. Now we can just throw our points wherever the fuck we want. Spectre training is really good. Adept is really good. We need fucking barrier. I'd have to be fucking retarded not to start pumping barrier. Put a point of barrier. And if I increase... Okay, this just increases the duration of warp. What I need this to do is increase either the radius of warp, or I need it to increase the charge time of warp. Is there... No, this just increases how much throw does. So there's no real advantages to upgrade. Oh, singularity! Oh, I keep thinking warp is fucking singularity, don't I? Oh, I'm the dummy. I need to get singularity. Okay. Oh, hi, Ash. I haven't fucking upgraded you, have I? Here we go. You should definitely have first aid. Haru is like the Prince Zuko of Fan of Thieves. You know, also interestingly, Haru operated as an antagonist for 5 seconds. So there you go. You gonna cheat for upgrades again? I mean, I can if you want, but I don't need to. Okay, it only took literally all of Tally's points, but I can now hack anything. Yeah, really the goal was just to max out our charm and intimidate, which we've done. Now we can persuade anyone to do anything. So I read about something on Mass Effect Wiki recently while researching what to do for this stream, and I want to see if it mentions it in the codex, because I heard the stupidest fucking story.
The Citadel, Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council.
Nope.
They are elite military.
Okay, so the story I saw on the wiki was that basically there was I think it was a Turian, like CSEC operative, who was like hunting down a criminal, and he used like 60 just civilians as like shooting decoys to capture the guy he was going after. And he got called to talk to the council, and the council, instead of like executing this fucking like loose cannon lunatic, was like, you know what? We like your style. You're gonna be the first Spectre. Did you watch the realistic nudity news report? I did not. And he was like, okay. And that's how they created the Spectres. A group of galactic, like, special forces operatives who don't need to follow any laws. Any laws. I don't know why they would make these, but they did. Like, and let's keep in mind that Spectres don't report to anyone but the council.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
I appreciate that.
My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll look for them if I have time.
Well, that's more than most will commit to. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
So what is this realistic nudity news report? Like, what is it? Don't link it, because I don't think I'm allowed to have that in my chat. But like, what is it? It's about Mass Effect. Oh, is it the like Mass Effect outrage thing about the Shira sex scene? Yes, gotcha. We should be able to... Who the f...
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you can.
Who the fuck is this?
Right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
I'm not just some soldier. I'm a Spectre.
A Spectre? I heard they were thinking about letting humans into the ranks. About time. Well, that means you can go
About time, a human soldier is given the ability to do whatever they want without any sort of accountability or laws to hold them back.
A few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel.
I was picturing a pretty big ship, to be fair.
But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
Isn't anyone else looking into this?
My brother's just a small independent trader. Ships like his disappear in the Traverse all the time.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find them.
Hey, you remember in Mass Effect 2 where the, or is it 3, where the Omni tool, which is very specifically said to be a hologram, turns into also a blade? I remember. You know what sucks is you confuse Lucifer, Satan, and Alice, but I doubt I'll get to level 80, so... But I highly doubt I'll get to level 80, so I won't be able to fuse them. Do you need to be level 80 for Alice? Oh, because of the... Okay, I get exactly what you're saying. For, you get the keys when you finish the social links. That's what you mean. Gotcha. I always liked Alice's design. Fucking elevator music. You could, always just kill the Reaper.
Still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why
Have I seen her SMT-1 design? I think so. I'm pretty sure you showed it to me. So, ladies. Oh, thank God. Okay. I am going to make a save here. Then I'm going to go unlock my ability to go to my ship. Then I'm going to go... Then I'll perform all of my missions that I still have to do here. Probably a good idea to get Liara almost instantly, and then we'll deal with everything else. Or maybe we shouldn't get Liara immediately. the skill die for me comes from SMT1 too.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
I always liked the name of that skill. It's so, like, ominous. It's not like die. It's like, hey, die for me. In the mansion, she asks if you'll die for her, yes or no. If you say yes, does the game just end? There is a character. You say yes, you get a game mark. That's great. There's a character in Mass Effect 2 who, like, the act of having sex with her kills you. And if you, like, towards the end of the game, like, right before the final mission, she'll offer to have sex with you. And if you say yes, spoilers, you fucking die. Who would have ever seen that coming?
Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Why is the writing on this door in English? Is English a Prothean language? You say no, she cries and has her butler turn into an unbeatable demon. You have to find a jar in the basement. The jar sucks the demon. Do you have to, like, run away from him, or do you just not engage with her, period? There is a... casino somewhere in this game? And we need to find it. Then he comes back as Jesus. That didn't go the direction I thought that was gonna go. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect him to become Jesus. No, I assumed. Bang! Isn't there,
Someone rigged this machine to funnel credits their way. I'll run a trace.
There we go. Wait, you're a soldier. Why the fuck are you running the trace? Tally, get off your fucking ass. What do you think I pay you for? Shepard, you don't pay anyone. I'm pretty sure you run your ship based purely on slave labor. Oh, I scanned the keepers for Chorbin, so I can mark that down. SMT fans, for fans of the series known for being hardcore, they're fragile as a vase. But if you don't have the jar out, you can't be the butler. You have to find it beforehand. Gotcha. To be fair, you could say the same thing about Dark Souls fans. I can't speak English, apparently, because I can't fucking read. I know scan the creepers keepers is included somewhere in these fucking notes. Here it is. I wrote it stupid. I wrote Aid Chorbin Keepers Scan instead of Scan Keepers like an asshole. No joke, SMT fans had a meltdown over Zelenin having a blushing sprite in Strange Journey Redux, since sprite is only used once because she was embarrassed about being wrong about something. Why would they be upset about this?
What can I do for you?
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Are you the owner?
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me.
Because she's blushing, it's anime and Persona Star. Oh, you're not allowed to blush in SMT? What?
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... sorry, I don't want to bore you with my problems.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My
I
sister
really wish we
Jenna
had
left here to
banks.
go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being an informant is a dangerous job.
That's what I've been telling her. I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Do you know who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
No joke, in SMT1, one of the characters gets drugged with love potion and she spends the rest of the game chasing the antagonist screaming for her lover. Holy shit. They do that in Nejima. One of the early volumes. Before shit gets real. Bitch, I will kill you. Can we just point out how shitty that fucking casino is? It's like so tiny. It's actually smaller than the Persona 2 casino. Like, think about that. Oh, and Michael Jackson come in and does Thriller with the... Well, that's not anime. That's just weird. Although, that does occur in South Park, Fractured But Whole, Casa Bonita DLC. You have to fight Michael Jackson. Although I think they call him Corey Feldman. Because they're supposed to be vampires and they're trying to... Because Lost Boys. Does he try to rape you? No. Interestingly enough, he tries to, like, possess Kenny's sister. I just want to point out that this woman is probably, like, 3 times my character's age. Because Asaris usually work in dance clubs, or, like, more, like, sexually liberated occupations in their early hundreds. Like, usually, like, around, like, 150-something, I think, is when they start tapering out of that. So she's not too old by Asari standards, but I'm just saying that chances are this woman is almost 100. So...
I got business here, but not with you.
Commander.
Yes. Well, actually, Asari only have one sex. So, who knows?
I'm here on Shaira's behalf. Your lies are hurting her.
Good. Her lies have been killing me for days. I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one.
But yeah, I think I am going with a Liara romance. I usually don't end up... The reason I never did a Liara romance in my first playthrough was because you can't... Because she's not in the second game. Or she's not in the second game without DLC that I didn't own at the time. And so you couldn't continue your romance with Liara into the second game. So that's why I ended up going with Kaden instead when I usually ended up playing. But we actually have the DLC where you can romance Liara now. So I think we're just going to stick with her the whole time. Thought you were going to say you're a Futanari. We are definitely not a Futanari. Asari might be. I don't know. But, Shepard isn't.
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her.
Not you, the alien. Oh.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're
Here, there is an interesting implication that Asari, are, like, they might look slightly different than how we actually see them, and what we see might appear, like, might be like a psychic projection they give, to make them appear more like how you would view, like, more like a how do I explain this? There are hints that Asari use psychic powers to make themselves appear more sexually attractive to the person looking at them.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Boy, that's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's...
Like Tsunade, yes. Well, but they tailor it based on who's looking at them. Like, for example, 3 people could look at one Asari and see her differently. Again, this isn't confirmed, and there's not a whole lot of evidence to support this theory other than 3 drunk guys in a bar. But I like the theory that Asari they look different, and they're just psychic alien monsters that project a different image on them. Like, they really look like Saya from fucking Song of Saya, and they're just beaming attractive blue alien woman into your brain.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or 2. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince convince him of the truth.
Why can't you tell him yourself?
Well, the last time he saw me, I was disparaging his ancestors and shouting his secrets in public.
Got it,
Take
yes.
this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well,
It's a good thing that once someone starts doing something in Mass Effect, they just keep doing it forever.
thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Aw, thank you, Birdman. We're gonna get that Shaira sex scene you've heard so much about real soon.
Go away. Let me drink in peace. Go away.
Oh shit, were we supposed to do something with Harkin? I guess no. Okay. One thing you love about Sayinga Sai is you never see what she looks like. We're given an idea, but you never see her. All we know is she's so horrible, people have actually gone insane looking at her. Oh, I thought she was a horrible tentacle monster. That said, for all we know, if you see the true form of an Asari, you might go insane.
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I need to talk to you about your work with CSAC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
Have it your way.
I will. Thank you.
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
Are you talking to me?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
That was odd. What was he trying to tell us?
I guess we better go find out.
Boom, boom. I swear the fucking 360 version didn't have this much of a fucking soundtrack. Like, this music is way more over the top than I remember it being. Saya is based around a Lovecraft demon that travels to a different dimension to breed with males there and take over the planet, which is exactly what Saya did, except she learned what emotions were. So, Asari only come in female, or the female-esque shape we've seen, that you've seen. And their species lacks genetic diversity, so they have to seduce members of other species to breed. And then they breed with the members of the other species to help improve their gene pool. So I'm not saying Saya is an Asari, but that is exactly what I am saying. Noteworthy, Asari can breed with each other, but it's discouraged. And Asari tend to be racist towards other Asari that are bred with other Asari. They call them purebloods, and it's like a slang term. It's it's like derogative. It's like, ugh, you pureblood. And you're like, oh, it's not my fault my parents were both blue women. They also live for fucking ever. Like, upwards of 1,000 years. Like how I've already had 2 shootouts in this bar. And they're still letting me in. If I knew someone that had 2 like, if I owned a bar and someone had 2 shootouts in it, I wouldn't let them in. Actually, that reminds me of Black Lagoon. Because they keep shooting up that bar, too. And for whatever fucking reason, they keep getting let back in it. That bar gets shot up like every episode it appears in. One thing that's kind of funky about Song of Saya is that the true ending has Saya die, birthing her and Fumari's children, which are like millions of little Sayas, and now everyone in the world sees a massive pile of gore like Fumari. Huh. Weird. So is the world really just a pile? It's an interesting question.
On the street, is that you?
Probably.
Congratulations on taking down Fist.
Because from a Lovecraftian perspective, the point is that humanity like makes up its perception of the world, and we can't see the reality of it. So, in like a Lovecraftian horror story, the answer is probably yes. The world is actually awful. And everyone's just fooling themselves into thinking it's not.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your
let's see. Aid Emily Wong.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Yeah, that sounds very Lovecraftian. Alright. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite reporter on the Citadel. That's a, like, Mass Effect 3 joke. Hi, Doc. I don't even remember what I fucking promised you.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
Just tell me what's going on.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have.
Well, that's how Song of Saya is marketed, a Lovecraftian romance visual novel that has hentai scenes, and if you get off to it, then please seek help.
What they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
They won't bother you again. I guarantee it.
I see. Maybe it's better if I don't know anymore.
Yeah, it's probably better.
I have to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
Don't worry about it, Doctor.
Good luck, Commander. Be careful down there.
I'll be sending you new patients very soon. If you know what I mean. Yeah, you thought I was playing pure good guy route. Nah. We gonna kill a fucker. They won't let me shoot my gun anymore. The game got very unhappy I did that. Shoot. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Yeah! Okay. Okay, game. Fine. I'm sorry. I'll stop trying to shoot people. It was like actively fighting me.
Welcome to Morland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
We're expecting a delivery of medical supplies.
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Things have changed, Morlan.
A change, but...
But, like, what's wrong with blushing?
This is not right, human.
Shut up, Morlan. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor alone, or you'll have to deal with me.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Her secret stays buried, or I bury you.
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here.
It's deemed anime? That's fucking weird.
Thank you, human. It is good to see him humbled so.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
You know what? I'm not sure I'm happy with that. When was my last save? Here's what we'll do. We'll save here. SMT fans think Apocalypse was pretty much a Persona game because of this one throwaway line from Nozomi, "We're friends, so we'll make it through this." What? To be fair, Persona is all about the power of friendship.
I need those supplies from... Oh, Commander Shepard.
Every time
Someone
I come in.
from my past. I have to give them what they want. If they board,
Maybe I
I
can
have
get
to
you out.
give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the
Give me
market.
your contacts,
Deal
Sam.
with him, but won't they expose my path?
They won't bother you.
I was told to... I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
Don't worry.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright, let's try this again. Apocalypse is also a game in which you can choose to murder all of your friends. That's the most Persona thing I've ever heard. You remember in Persona 4 where Yu stabs all of his friends? It's in there. If you didn't find that scene, you didn't try hard enough. Or that time in Persona 4 where you poison the curry. That one actually is real. But that's because the game makes a weird joke that none of the women in it can cook. Except for, I think, Naoto? I think Naoto is the only one that can cook.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want...
Things have changed.
Change, but...
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
Leave the doctor
We
alone.
can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise...
That secret dies with you.
Perimeter secured.
Well, that'll certainly change things around here. For the better. He was a brute. A bully.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human.
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Don't I have barrier? I do have barrier. I keep forgetting that. Shield boost. Ooh, that's really good. I'm gonna make shield boost 5 and barrier. No, barrier 5, shield boost 6. How about that? And then, how long does barrier last? Do I just have a barrier now? Nope. It has a time limit. Here's another thing SMT fans are against. Other characters who aren't assholes who you have to kill. Other characters who aren't assholes who you have to kill? So, wait, they don't want to kill nice people? Is that the problem?
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
They want every SMT game to be Nocturne. Oh, it's one of those fandoms.
A long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
I wonder if the captain knows him.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
I like that we can just go to a doctor and buy medicine. That seems ethical. Alright, time to level up. Alright, I have 2 points. What did I decide I need? Oh, I need fucking singularity. So we're going to put all of our points into warp for now. Ashley has assault rifles. Combat armor, assault training. We need first aid. And Tally actually doesn't need any more encryption or decryption, I don't think. Because we can already unlock hard. The Nocturne, you spent the whole game alone, just you and your demons. The other characters do their own thing and develop off-screen, and then you ask to join you or fight. Huh. Alright, we need to increase... I think it would be a good idea to get Tally first aid, but that would require a lot. So instead, let's put a point in hacking and a point in... No. Yeah, okay, yeah. Let's put a point in hacking, and then let's put a point in basic armor. We are a fucking squish-ass party right now. We are like paper. Alright, is there anything else I need to do here? CSAC. Where do I need to go for this? Signal seems to be coming from the ward's access corridor. Go to CSAC, talk to that guy, and then do that. Okay, so there's a ward's access corridor somewhere here. SMT was funny enough about friendship. It was about how ideologies break them, but you can still spend a good majority of that game going, hell yeah. We're going to make it. We're going to survive. Oh, can you not end the game as with your friends, though? That's a little sad. So there's supposed to be... Oh, no, wait a minute. By ward's access corridor, it might mean this tiny corridor right here. Interestingly, I actually know where these funds are going.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption.
She got that fucking out fast.
Uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
She survives regardless, and you're at... Okay. Okay, sure. You never really think that Adam and Eve are going to have a reincarnation until you mix two religions that shouldn't be mixed. That means that there's a Hitler reincarnation. Think about that. Yeshu and Wario split. Yeshu is law, Wario is chaos. You can side with one of them or kill both in neutral. Oh, okay. So neutral's not you side with both. It's you kill both. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Why are you tracing the signal? You're not our hacker.
I've heard some humans are angry at the Quarians after the attack on Eden Prime. After all, you created the Geth.
SMT's neutral route is basically all my friends are dead except my dog.
Forced us from our homeworld. Most Quarians believe we have paid
relatable.
mistake.
Hopefully, having you with us fighting Saren will change people's minds.
Oh, look at you, Ashley, trying to be less racist. I've seen people argue that she's not racist in this game. She's fucking racist. She might not be as racist as people say. She's still a little racist. We're gonna go get a scene that made this game get banned in Singapore. No, Thailand. Probably both, if we're being totes my goats here. There's an animated SMT1 video called All My Friends Are Dead. Of course there is. Hey, I love it when this keeper disappears. Good thing we already scanned his ass.
Strained greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving, I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Not true. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Just make sure you leave Shayera out of it from now on.
Agreed, most assuredly. It is clear that the consort was blameless. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
So long.
Farewell, human. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
I do. I get a sex scene that got this game banned in Thailand. Alright. We just gotta talk to one guy, and then we'll go talk to a Shire. Also, I think I get war assets for that, which is part of the main reason we're doing this. Hello, Clerk Bosker.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the Diplomatic Corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
I'm here on behalf of Samesh Bhatia for his wife Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage.
Ashley's like, I saw her fucking die.
Her body is being held.
You think that her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
That's actually pretty good.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other...
My people used to have an embassy here. But after we created the Geth, they were no longer welcome.
Oh, that's sad. And we're in the nice embassies right now.
Hello, Commander. Has any progress been made with Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
It's not as simple as I'd hoped. The military needs your wife's body for important tests.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Mr. Baccia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
She died a hero, Mr. Baccia. And now she has a chance to save even more lives.
It doesn't matter. She's dead.
Yes, she is, Mr. Baccia. She died fighting for what she believed in. She sacrificed her life to keep you safe. I think she'd want to make the most of that sacrifice.
You're right, Miss Williams. She would not flinch from her duty. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
Alright, I think this is the end of that quest. Alright. Let's go talk to the consort. I took a wrong turn. Pretty soon we'll see Mass Effect become Mass Effect. Yes, you will get to see the band scene. We're going to do that one first. Let's see, she's on this side. Helena Blake? Oh, she's going to try and manipulate me into killing her sister, isn't she? Yeah, we'll help you in a second, Miss... No. She's over here, yeah. Miss Blake. The fuck? How do I get down there? I like how I'm lost. I'm like 3 inches away from the fucking consort and I'm just lost. Oh, you have to go through the water. Okay. Mermaid? What do you mean mermaid? Like, is it a demon? Is there a demon called mermaid? Or do they just hate depictions of mermaids? That's... seems so random.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently, he sought the consort's forgiveness.
Alright. A demon called mermaid. What's wrong with mermaid? Alright, here we go. The banned scene. This got the game banned in Thailand and caused a huge uproar.
I received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander. But I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. Your uniform fits as though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone, but it gives you strength. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Thanks, I guess.
Close your eyes and relax, Commander.
Here it is.
Here, Commander.
That was it. That was the whole scene.
I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
That's the whole fucking scene.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
That got the game banned in Thailand. Are you meaning to tell me that that smut did not live up to the hype? The hilarious part is, in the later games, it's way more hardcore. I remember playing Dragon Age Inquisition and being outright shocked. One of her beta designs was a mermaid in a maid dress. That's amazing!
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidium.
Here, I'll look it up while I'm heading into the AI room. Oh, that's super cute! What game is that? Fucking GameStop shirts. What the fuck is GameStop? Oh, Mermaid as she appears in Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse? I fucking like that design. What the fuck's their problem? Aw, that's fucking adorable. Hold up. Where are these appearances? Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse Fem Race, Demi Kids Light / Dark Version, Devil Children Fire / Ice Book, Shin Megami Tensei Liberation DX2 Fem Race. No, I saw all of the versions. I saw the one with the maid uniform and the skull.
This is it. Let's see if we can find out where those stolen credits are being funneled.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
I love the idea that it's like, oh shit, they found out I'm an AI. Time to kill myself.
All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no.
So SMT hate Mermaid most likely because Kaneko didn't draw it, and she's flat-chested, so she's instantly loli otaku bait. I'm flat-chested. I'm offended.
But I will not die quiet.
That just makes her better.
I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals.
Why did he do that?
Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
If you're sentient, why are you still running?
No, honestly, I fucking love that design, though. I wish she was in Persona.
Enough credits. I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You know it will turn on us.
Tally, shut up.
I am not naive human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life.
So this hints at the theme of Mass Effect 3's ending? I say ending because the rest of the fucking series doesn't have this theme.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
That's understandable. He's presumably been doing it for years. What am I looking at? Arente BR, thank you for the follow. Nailed it! He's still a producer and occasionally a writer. He also overlooks the 3D models like he did in Persona 5. Okay. But I can imagine after like spending years on the franchise, he'd want to have like a nice cool off period. Anyway, yeah, Arenta BR, thanks for the follow again. Sorry, I didn't give it the proper gravitas because I was panicked. I should save though for realsies. Am I done in the Citadel? I think I get to leave now, don't I? Rita. Oh no, I don't get to leave. I forgot about that. To lead secret. Where is this? CSEC Academy. So I'm going to CSEC. Well, I have to go to CSEC to get out of this place anyway. Oh yeah, and Helena Blake wants to talk to me.
Got a moment, Spectre?
Yes, I do, Helena.
Spectre, I have a business proposition for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles.
I've been a
I'm
Spectre for
acquainted
6
with a
seconds,
pair
Miss
of
Blake.
Powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
I eliminate them and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. I think all that's left is to go to CSEC. And what I really appreciate about Mass Effect, let me just real quick, apparently I leveled, is that Renegade and Paragon are not actually good and bad. It's more like by the book and loose cannon. And I like that. I think that's cool. I think that there's like that there's not like a traditional like morality thing going on. What was I doing? Oh yeah, you need first aid number 1. And you don't need fitness, I don't think. So, enables use of heavy armor. Oh, you didn't have heavy armor yet? What was I doing with my life? Okay. And, first aid. Getting first aid for Tally would be really useful. I'm thinking a point in basic armor and a point in dampening, so she can turn off biotic powers temporarily will be really useful. And then I'm gonna take a rapid transit to CSEC because fuck walking. Or oh no, I can. Okay, I thought for a second the game wasn't gonna let me.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Alright, now we can buy super good stuff. This Solaris amp is probably really good. Bear that to my amp. And it is almost indistinguishable from what I'm currently... Wow, you're really... really breaking the bank on this one, ain't ya? Alright, well, we got more grenades. So that's going to be useful. And we're finally going to get off this planet. We're not on a planet. We're in a space station. We'll finally be able to get off the space station.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
What about the Keeper data?
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the Keepers for Shorban, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But...
We got a nice butt.
You say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
Makes me wanna go for a run. I'm gonna go for a run after this. Hi, Chelik.
Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were there to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
As part of the job. Now, are you gonna help me or not?
You're a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Why are you so concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge?
These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
What just happened to this man's voice?
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
I like that they have, like, cherry blossoms just growing down here. Like, the Presidium is the Citadel is a really pretty location that I would love to, like, go to and, like, visit. You know what I'm saying? Just take a little vacation there, and then leave, and then never come back. Where the shit am I going? Ward's location, med clinic, markets. Oh, I thought that was going to take me to the lower markets, but okay. Fair enough, I guess.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Didn't come here to look.
Show her the goods.
That looks right.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
I think I did that right. Yep. Let's see. I don't think any more quests appear once you're done with this, except for the background quest, I think, that appears like midway through. So once we're done with here, I don't think we're going to be spending too much time in the Citadel. But I will have to re-equip all of my characters, because I have not changed their equipment once since starting this game. Actually, I think I changed my pistol. But again, I only did it once, so definitely outdated by now.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need. Maybe more than I need. Here, Commander, take this. I won't need it. You earn some payment.
Have an illegal mod.
I appreciate your help. It shows
Look, you don't have to follow
I
laws.
didn't need to do anything after I let Jenna go.
Now I need to get these mods into evidence.
Oh, there's voice one again. Alright. I really wish I could take these fucking guns off of myself, though. Because then you can hit, like, 2 and switch to the wrong gun. Is this the right one? Docking bay, yeah. Oh, and coincidentally enough...
I heard a rumor that under those environmental suits, Eucorians are partially synthetic.
No, living in the clean environment of the flotilla has weakened our immune systems. The environmental suits protect against diseases.
It still makes you look a little like a Geth, though. I'm just saying.
Once we get onto the ship, it'll actually be time to call the stream. I think I'll talk to everyone before we go, though, so we can kick right into the mission when we actually do end it. Because we still got to talk to all of our allies anyway. Thank you.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
This seems incredibly unsafe.
Still reflect on humanity as a whole.
Here's an our thoughts. There's a lot of bullshit conspiracy theories about Kaneko. Okay.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions.
I think it stems from the fact he doesn't use social media. Like, conspiracy theories how, though? Like, he's secretly a vampire? Kind of conspiracy theories? Yeah. It's weird you can't analyze the Normandy for your codec before getting it.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career.
That one might be true.
Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Yeah, but sometimes they still, like, companies will still boot out one of their founding members. Or at least, like, try and, like, push them out, especially if leadership has changed over the years.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago.
I'm not saying I'm saying that's happening for sure. I'm just saying it is possible.
Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres.
I've definitely seen it happen before.
The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre in there. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple.
I didn't realize they mentioned Batarians this early in the game.
Back out. Quick,
I always thought they just kind of popped out of nowhere during the DLC.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
He was smart. You needed a diversion.
This went way beyond a simple diversion, Commander. The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the...
I mean, that's also possible. Sometimes people have to sell their credits, or they lose them due to new contracts, when they have to sign new contracts.
The toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame.
You see that a lot with, like, creators of things, where they'll, like, just scrub their name. For example, like, Notch has been mostly scrubbed from Minecraft.
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things...
I'm just saying, like, I've seen it happen before.
Maybe he just likes the violence.
That was just, like, one example.
Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren.
Yeah, that's fair.
I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
But the Atlas won't credit him thing isn't, like, specifically the thing I was talking about, though. It's the, he doesn't own the rights to it anymore that I was saying might be possible.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
The people I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military's keeping it under wraps.
Like, where it's like, who's Baines? Oh, God, why do you know that name?
Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
That's fair advice.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back, little Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
Where can I find Admiral Kahoku?
That's not what I wanted to know.
He was up in the tower. Is there anything else, Commander?
I want to know the truth about you and Sarah.
We had intel.
We just asked this.
The only thing I care about is... I should go.
You also have the credits to the 3 most recent games: Apocalypse, Demon Design, Cosmic Kaneka. Yeah. No, I wasn't saying they're not crediting him, though. I was just saying, well, I guess that's the theory. But I was saying it is possible he may have lost the rights to it. Like, you can credit someone for their design and still not have the specific rights to it. Which would be what would change the copyright in the published copyright thingy that, yeah. But yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, you're disproving the theory. I gotcha. Yeah. It, like, there's nothing wrong with, like conspiracy theories, but if you start, like, believing them and, like, disregarding any contrary evidence is where your issues start coming in.
That's sort of what I heard about your people.
Where it's like, this might be possible because of this, this, and this, you know, that's fine. But if it's like, this is absolutely what happened and you can't prove otherwise, that's when you get crazy people. Which I'm quite sure that there are plenty of people that are exactly like that with those theories. Because there usually are. Whenever someone comes up with any theory, you'll see people, like, defending it to a ludicrous degree despite not actually knowing. Where am I going? Citadel Tower? Tell me about Baines!
No, I'm waiting. Commander, any luck finding my recon group?
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
You should have mentioned this earlier, Admiral.
Baines is already dead. It's too late for him. I'm only concerned about my team. Someone has to find them. Please, Shepard, I'm counting on you.
In an interview from the mid-2000s, he said he smoked around 100 cigarettes a day. That seems impossible. Like, that seems impossible.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of
I mean, I guess you could probably smoke 100 cigarettes a day. You need some fucking hell. You have that, first off, you need a shit ton of money to do that.
In a rare admission of debt,
because that would get expensive real quick. And you'd have to, like, put out a cigarette and then immediately light the next cigarette, and you just have to be doing that all day long. Alrighty. Well, I know I said we were going to talk to the crew first, but we're not going to do that. Because I got to go to the bathroom.
Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit.
I'd help people idolize one person when it comes to game design.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
People like Kojima, Kamiya, Yokotaro. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Stay on the far fringes of Citadel space. The Council wants to ignore this. That's no surprise. They never helped us in the past. No reason they'd start now. But we don't need their help. We can do this on our own. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
I like how everybody's just getting together to pose.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Hell yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Pose for that camera. I like how I got slight renegade points for that. Alright, maybe I will talk to the crew. But not everyone.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet.
Yeah, the game's graphics have not aged very well.
Isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never...
Joker does? Joker's awesome. He's one of my favorite characters in the series.
Stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
That's fair. That's how my character got into the Academy.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Joker's fucking awesome. Hey, Presley. Presley's slightly racist. Hi, Presley. Okay, fuck you, Presley. Oh, hi, Presley, you bitch. Hi, okay, we're gonna have to save the game and reload. Oh, hi, Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I mean, he got shot in the back.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first
That's a cool name,
reinforcements to arrive at
Agincourt.
Elysium after the Blitz hit. And those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's Presley. Joker. For whatever reason, I can't get the codec on one of these terminals here. Maybe I did earlier. I don't know.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe. Too secure. I figured the colonies would
I feel like we've actually asked Chakwas these already.
I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers.
Heard the biggest load of shit today. My brother and friend were talking about Call of Duty, and I showed them Doom, saying, no, this is a real first-person shooter. His friend told me it looked boring. To be fair, I haven't played Doom.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record.
But you gotta respect the classics.
Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Like, you don't have to like them, but you have to respect them. Without Doom, there wouldn't have been Call of Duty.
Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Hayden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Oh, you showed them Doom 2016.
Goodbye,
Commander. Then you showed them the original Doom. Well, I definitely haven't played that. But, as one might guess, first-person shooters are not exactly my genre. I think this is my bedroom. Yeah, that is my bedroom, because in the, like, in Mass Effect 2, that's where it is, on the left from the control terminal. Aw, yeah! Look at this! Oh, living a life of luxury in this place. Oh! The darkness is great. As is its sequel, The Darkness 2.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
How great? Pretty great, to be fair. But it's mostly like, it's like a story-based game. Have you ever heard of, Witchblade or the Darkness comic books? It's like, The Darkness is a spin-off of a comic called Witchblade, which was designed to sell a cop... like a supernatural cop story by just putting sexy, scantily clad dressed ladies in it. And The Darkness is a spin-off about a mobster/drug dealer who has been bonded to an eldritch horror. And the game, The Darkness, is a prequel to that spin-off comic where you play Jackie Estacado. So you're the same character from the comic, but it's like years later on his like 18th birthday, where he begins to unlock his eldritch horror powers. And it's like this horrifying darkness monster. And at the same time, your uncle who adopted you is trying to fucking kill you. And so you're trying to, like, survive the hunt from your uncle, and you're trying to take out your uncle, all while this horrible, like, dark monster, like, that both acts as your power and as an antagonistic force at the same time.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
It's great. Sequel's great, too. More interested in the mafia boss with evil monsters over sexy women being the main selling point? Well, that's why The Darkness is based off of the spin-off and not the original comic. I'm just telling you there is an original comic. But yeah, the game is about the spin-off where you play the mob boss. Although he's not a mob boss in the game, because it's a prequel. But he does become a mob boss, and spoilers, obviously you live through the events of the first game. He does become a mob boss in the sequel. Spoilers! You didn't die! That's how they made a sequel. The only disappointing part is that the second game ends on a cliffhanger. So it's like, hey, look what's happening here, and then they never made a third game. Which you could, make an argument that wanting more is a good thing, but the fact that it never came is definitely disappointing. And the game's been out for years. It was like a 360 game. Which you can get it on PC.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology.
I like this show, Lucifer, and she complains it got canceled. It's now on Netflix, and I keep keening to read the comic, although I'm pretty sure she'd hate it. Yeah, it's, I'm pretty sure the comic's way different. Although I do watch the show. Oh, your mom, yeah.
Fill me in.
The show's a bit of a mixed bag. I liked the latest season.
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Which is pretty great.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
You name a
Sounds very hard to replace and repair this fucking thing.
From dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, let's talk to our girl Tally, aka Best Girl.
Ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along.
No one has ever listens to me. Cousin and girlfriend can understand why I don't like Netflix and basically worship it. Anyway, I said, don't watch no movie. It fucking sucks. We want Death Note, I'll lend you the DVDs. And what do? They watch. Oh, shit. I didn't. If it makes you feel better, I didn't. Wait. I'm gonna blow your mind. You can watch the original Death Note on Netflix. It's on there.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand
You wouldn't even have to leave Netflix to watch the original.
Some of the fleet's large Voyager vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla.
Yeah, I see it every time I turn on Netflix. It's like, watch Death Note. But like the anime, not the live action.
A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the...
These are really strange questions. Imagine like someone coming up to you and be like, hey, tell me about America. Like, what the fuck do you say to that?
The bonds among my people are
It's a wonder these characters can talk so at length at where they're from.
We have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking.
The fact they seek no interest in seeking out the original or replacing it with that god-awful movie is what gets you.
If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases...
Yeah, I mean, it's just right there, though, is the thing. It would be so easy to watch it. Not that I think Death Note is, like, some great masterpiece, but, I mean, if you're gonna watch it, you know, it seems weird to me that you would, like, watch only the movie and not watch the original? I don't know.
On matters that affect an individual ship, however...
I do know people that, like, will watch a show and then they'll watch the live action. Usually just to see how it is, and sometimes, you know, they like it, but, like, I couldn't even imagine watching a live action for an anime I've never seen.
In practice,
Unless I did it unintentionally.
respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of a...
Oh, okay. So they're just terrible people. Gotcha.
Unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything.
I did not listen to a fucking thing Tally just told me.
Almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story.
Her claim is that the fact it looks shitty makes it better.
Created them and how they turned on us.
What?
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine,
do I have a
caused
soul?
panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Well, Tally.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was
Her
that
blinking
all
light?
Geth would
Oh,
stand
on her
machines,
mouthpiece.
incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ship.
Is there no,
crew. It's necessary.
I kept thinking about it. Does this game not have an affection system?
No ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage.
Or like a disposition system?
Leaving the flotilla and our families.
Like, it's so common among BioWare games that, like, I kept thinking about it. I'm like, wait, how does the disposition system work? I don't even think it's in this.
Captain of the respective ship we wish to join.
That's why Mass Effect is better.
Accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage.
I heard someone say BioWare games are similar to Fire Emblem and that people complain over the romance option.
Dangerous, our numbers would suffer.
I've never heard complaints over the romance options, but I've made complaints about the romance options, so I'm sure they happen.
Like what?
Like Dragon Age Inquisition. Terrible romance options in Dragon Age Inquisition. Alright. I need singularity. Yes. Finally. Okay. What kind of complaints? All of your fucking options are hot garbage in that game. What are your fucking options? Your options are, Dorian, who you can only date if you're a guy. Josephine, who I'm just not into. Vivian, who's, like, kind of bitchy. Sarah, who is absolutely the worst. And I think you can only date Sarah if you're a woman. Cassandra, who you can only date if you're a man. Cassandra would be great, but you can only date her as a man. And when have I ever played a man in any fucking game? Fuck you, BioWare. Let me date Cassandra. There's some fucking Templar guy. Like, the fact that I don't remember his name probably tells you the issue with him. And, like, I think you can romance Iron Bull. But he's this, like, giant fucking Canary man. And, like, I ain't into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking... And then there's other... Oh, and Solace, who will only date you if you're an elf because he's fucking racist. If we end up doing Dragon Age 3 at some point, we're going to end up dating Solace anyway, just because I think it's the most fitting story-wise. Oh, God, while we're complaining about fucking romance options, let's complain about Morrigan and how the game kind of pushes you into a Morrigan romance in Dragon Age 1, just because you have to have a fucking kid with her. Like, you don't have to, you don't have to be in a romance with her to have the fucking kid, but there's an entire DLC designed for, like, tracking her down and having the kid with her, and you can, first off, you can only do it if you're a man, obviously. And, like, if you do Witch Hunt, and you don't want to kill Morrigan, because why would you want to kill Morrigan? And you track her down in Witch Hunt, and you don't have a kid with her, it's really just you showing up and being like, hey, Morrigan, and she's like, hi, and you're like, been a while, and she's like, yep, I'm gonna go now, and she's like, cool, yep, and then you just fucking leave. I made a dwarf girl. I was taller than my friends and classmates back then. Now I'm a dwarf girl. Karma. Karth in Knights of the Republic. You can't romance him until the end of the game. He's super hard to romance. He's really hard. You can't romance him until after you've already confirmed to be a good guy. So you can't betray him at the end of the game, which is the worst. In KOTOR 2, you can't romance what's-his-face? You just can't. He's not an option in the game, which is super irritating. In fucking Jade Empire, this is a fucking thing that happened to me in Jade Empire. I fucking romanced one of the girls, and I accidentally romanced a second girl, and then they made me choose between them, and then when I chose one, they're like, nah, fuck off. Like, both together. Like, they think I was two-timing them. I wasn't two-timing them. I just accidentally romanced two people. It wasn't even a thing I did. Knights of the Republic needs a remaster. Knights of the Republic does need a remaster. You are completely right. That game is amazing. That is my favorite fucking video game of all time, according to my 2013 list of favorite video games of all time. Which, there's been a considerable amount of moving around on these lists, but look, it's a good fucking game.
For supplies?
Both of those games are really good. BioWare used to be really good.
What are licenses? Manufacturers.
Oh, that's not questions I need.
Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but let's see what you got.
BioWare used to be so fucking good, but now all of the original creators left and went back to being doctors. Oh, by the way, it's called BioWare because the three founders were all doctors. My favorite list of games should probably be updated. I mean, that's the entire point of the favorite search series. What was it as the last time you made it? Garrus. Okay, Garrus. Alright. Real pain in my ass right now. Garrus. Thank you.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. But C-Sec, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But C-Sec wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C-Sec. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
I'm not done talking to you.
Commander, good to see you.
Garrus, I want to talk to you.
Commander.
Alright, Garrus don't want to talk to me. I made Garrus mad.
Nice ship you.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Already did.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
No, it really isn't. I wish there was a I know.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
Okay, number 1, Persona 3. 2, Danganronpa. 3, Drakengard 3. 4, Song of Saya. 5, Silent Hill. 6, Force Unleashed. 7, Akiba Strip. So first Danganronpa would be nowhere near that spot.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
I was mostly surprised by Danganronpa. And Force Unleashed. You never really seem to talk about Force Unleashed.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
I made this list around the time Danganronpa was coming out. Okay.
All I know.
My list came from 2013. Do I have notes on this right now? Oh, no, not in this book. Damn it.
And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What is this shit I'm even looking at?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you
Oh, it's a fucking walkthrough of Kingdom Hearts.
Ask a Krogan. Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard.
What a weird fucking list of shit I have. Force Unleashed was a childhood favorite. That game is actually legitimately fun.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Here's page 2. 8, American Wasteland. 9, Guitar Hero. 10, Ghostbusters the game. I'm very... Okay, I feel like you've mentioned Ghostbusters the game. What is American Wasteland?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
Those last 3 are all good games, but I don't think they'd make the... I know you've mentioned Guitar Hero before. What... And Ghostbusters. A Tony Hawk game. Oh, okay. God, I haven't played a Tony Hawk game in forever. A Hasbus 2005 soundtrack. So what you're saying is it's the best video game ever made. That's what you're saying to me. Alright, that's everyone. So, I don't know if we're going to fucking Novaria, or if we're going to, like, Pharos first, or if we're going to go do some shit first. I don't know. We're definitely going to do Pharos as the first main mission, because we have to get Liara as quick as possible, because she's the one we have to romance anyway. My original playthrough of the Mass Effect franchise was so fucking amazing that I am well aware I'm never going to be able to reproduce what I did in it, so I'm not even trying, which I feel like is the best way to do it. But, let's see. Before we end the stream, let's pull up Discord, and my original 2013 list was number 10, Kingdom Hearts 2, probably a solid choice. Number 9, God of War 2. I remember when I made the 2013 list that I specifically made the active decision to not place, you can really tell I was like 13 when I wrote this. Yeah, this was 2013, so I was just getting out of high school. Kingdom Hearts 2 was a solid game. I don't know if it's still good. The playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1 was a fucking nightmare, but 2 might be better. The final boss of that game is still great, though. Like, you watch videos of it, I'm still like, damn. Who knows how well it plays. When I made this list, I wanted to specifically not repeat a game, so keep that in mind. So 9, God of War 2. I remember God of War 3 had come out relatively recently, and I wasn't sure whether I liked 2 or 3 better at the time. And I honestly haven't replayed them since I made this I haven't replayed them since 2013, so I'm still not sure which one I liked better at the time, but I decided on 2, which is probably a solid choice. BioShock. We replayed BioShock on the stream because the whole point of favorite search is to redo this entire list anyway, and it came out at number 25, above Rule of Rose, but below Dreadout, so very clearly BioShock does not hold up. Number 7, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. That game is fucking great. Number 6, Assassin's Creed Revelations. I remember that game being really, really good, even though it's like one of the least popular Assassin's Creed games, but I remember really enjoying it and being shocked when I heard people didn't like it. Number 5, No More Heroes. No More Heroes is at number 7 on the current list, so clearly I still very much enjoy No More Heroes. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. We're actually going to be doing a Snake Eater 3 playthrough probably relatively soon. Probably pretty close to finishing Persona 2. We'll probably be going on to Snake Eater. Number 3, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, so you know that rule I said where I didn't want to repeat 2 games from the same franchise? I broke it for Metal Gear because I really liked Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Solid is currently at number 1 on the favorites list. So clearly, I still really like Metal Gear Solid. Number 2 was Minecraft. Now, keep in mind, this was 2013, and the 1.8 combat update hadn't come out yet. And I fucking hate the 1.8 combat update, and it has ruined my enjoyment of the game Minecraft. So when we get to the Minecraft playthrough, I cannot imagine Minecraft is going to be as high anymore, just because of that 1.8, or is it 1.9? I don't know, whatever, the combat update. I can't fucking stand playing Minecraft anymore. And then number 1 is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, because Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a goddamn amazing game. So yeah, that was the original 2013 list. I don't even remember why we were talking about this, but anyway, yeah, speaking of going on to Metal Gear Solid 3 after Persona 2, we're going on to Persona 2 tomorrow, so a game where I'm filthy fucking rich. So yeah, that'll be fun. Hope you had fun. Mass Effect, still a good time. Till then, I've been Sacrabalic, your envoy of despair, and I mispronounced my own name because I can't speak English. Bye-bye.